I'm Lazy Man Prepper, and today I'm going to be building that stove. So here's the thing about being lazy. I do everything I can prior to an event or to an idea or to a product so that it's the best it can be when I go to use it. So today I'm going to improve on my stove design, tin can stove design. We took the original design into the woods the other day and realized that where I added the plate above the bottom and drilled all the holes in it, I'll put a video right here or a link right here to the video that covers building that, just to show you what I mean, but ignore that one because this one's going to be better. I took the top or the bottom and drilled 30 or 40 holes in it and mounted it to the bottom of the can with screws. What I realized is that after you put your initial burn in there, the wood in there, the ash covers all of those holes and the airflow from the bottom doesn't get up through those holes. Airflow was coming from the holes above that plate and then feeding the fire. So today we're going to improve or attempt to improve and make a different version of it. I think this one's going to be a lot easier to build and it's going to work a lot better. So we have my Go to the Woods survival bag. I'll show this in another video, of course, but one thing I want to show quick is I use one of my Lazy Man patches. You can use your morale patch, whatever you want. I have Velcro on the back, and what I did was hot glue it to this tab. Normally when you're carrying it, it looks like that, and walking, and it's just not very, I don't know, I didn't like it hanging there. So I glued a tab or a morale patch to it, and this happens to be a good size where there's plenty of room and it comes up and clips right there. Covers the belt buckle and there's no little dangly hanging there. This one was originally in my B.O.B bag cook kit. It slid down in the 4x10 pouch and it was used to boil water. Well, what I realized is that I have a stainless cup and I have the Stanley cook set, so I don't really need this to boil water. It's a huge can, holds a lot of water, but there's no real use for that right now. You can check out a video right here. It's to Call Craven, where I sent this off to him as an idea to put in his water pouch day pack. The first thing I did was lay my rods, my support rods, across the top of the can, and then I marked the can where I want the holes for those to be. So I drilled the holes for the rods, and what I did was I'm using a step bit. On one side I went with the first diameter, and on the back side or the other side I went with the second step. What I realized is that when your fire is going and you go to put your rods in, it can be a little difficult to hit the other side. So I made that one bigger. It's a bigger target, easier to get in. The next step is to use the can opener with the sharp point on it and punch holes in the bottom of the can. I'm not going to remove that lid. That's going to be the bottom of my can. That's what's going to sit on the ground. I took just a plain piece of paper, laid the ruler out, and marked it at 2 inches. Now I've wrapped the paper around the can, and I'm going to go ahead and mark it. The paper goes almost all the way around, Right here's where the two marks are. That is where the paper ended, and I just split the difference and put another mark in there. There you can see the inside of the can with the holes punched in it. I just ran the tabs all the way down so they touch the bottom of the lid. Next, we're going to put holes in the top. Got to have airflow, and when the cup is sitting on here, the diameter of the cup is really close to the diameter of the can, so you have to put vent holes at the top. I'm just going to split the difference between my rod holders and maybe two of them on the long side of it. These holes here were originally to hang the pot above a fire. There you can see the holes punched in the top. I am going to remove these tabs using a pair of pliers. This metal's kind of thin, and these just rip off if you take your time with them. So there's the little pieces I ripped off. I did use a pair of wire cutters. This works the best I found out of the needle nose or a regular pair of pliers. And then I went through with the regular pliers and just cleaned up the edges and bent the stuff back out of the way so it reduces the potential of getting cut. Here's where I cheat a little bit. I have tools, so I'm going to use them. The reason I'm doing this is that the drill holes leave little burrs in here. And if you leave those there, your tin cup doesn't fit down in the can. So you can use a hand file to get these off, but like I said, I have the tools, so I'm going to use it. There is version number 2. Let's fire this thing up, see how it works, and make changes if we need to. Don't you hate it when you don't bring your tripod to shoot a video on showing how to do stuff? I do. So I'm going to have to set this up improvised, and hopefully it'll turn out. Test number 1 to make this work. And we aren't going to use any flint and steel or matches or anything. Every prepper should carry one of these in their bag. There you go. I'm going to stick just a little bit of water on there. This isn't a test to see how fast this boils water. It's a test to see how well the can works. That didn't take long at all. I have burnt approximately 10 of those pieces of wood in this canister. It's building up a little ash base in the bottom, but I think we got it. All you need is a can opener and a cordless drill and a drill bit. And you too can have this soup can stove. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the idea. If you did, click like below, post a comment, head over to my channel, check out all the other videos I have there, and click subscribe. This is Lazy Man Prepper, out. easy was that? Are all about getting back or surviving different situations. There's Cody's, and there's mine. Lazy Man Prepper, out.